Hi there and welcome back to Model Horses, of course. Today we're going to talk about FInch Potteries. And FInch was a very well-known Southern California potter who started in business about 1940, ran and did a lot of animal figurines through the 40s, 50s, 60s. Somewhere in the 1970s, she sold her company to Freeman McFarlane, who in turn, about 1980, sold the company to Hagen Renaker. So some of the FInch pieces could be produced by multiple different companies from Southern California. And the reason I want to talk about her today is many of her pieces don't get marked. And she made horses. So thought I'd talk a little bit about some of her pieces, some of the identifying features, so that you can keep an eye out for them. She did lots of animals, primarily dogs. She loved dogs, showed dogs competitively, but she also did cats, wild animals, horses. She did people, she did flatware and ceramics and servingware and stuff as well. But all of her pieces have kind of the same aesthetic or look to them. So once you can see a FInch piece, you kind of can see that style through different figurines. She loves to do little streaks. So this piece has lots of little detail, little black marks, and she loves to do on the eyes. She does little eyelashes. So on many of her pieces, you will see some of those detail pieces, and that kind of helps you go, oh, that looks very FInchy, and then you can look a little closer. So this cat that I found recently, I was a little surprised that I found her for a good price, because this is one of the few pieces that I found that's painted on her base, FInch 50 for 1950. So I was a little surprised, because you can look up FInch and you can see that this is a fairly valuable piece. It's one of her Siamese cats. It has the cat eyes, but you can see it has lots of the hair detailing, those little black streaks. Very nicely sculpted, lots of personality, very identifiable as a FInch piece. So this piece was marked. This little guy is called the Afghan Angel, and it was one of my absolute grail pieces for a very long time. My mom actually found this piece for me, and we were both shocked at how small it was. I was picturing something maybe the size of the cat or the horse or something. This is one of the smallest FInch pieces I've seen, but it's a little Afghan hound, and he has little wings because he's a little Afghan angel. Super duper rare, and absolutely no markings anywhere on it. You just have to know that this is a FInch Afghan Angel. So I'm very, very glad that Mom found that piece for me. And then talking about her horses, she had a trio of three, I think there's 3 horses in this little series. And they're super cute, and they don't have that little extra hair detailing that the dogs and the cats do, but she does have that little eyelash in the eye. Again, absolutely no marks on them. Just have to know that they are FInch pieces. Super cute little drafters, a lot of personality. They came in a couple of different colors. No markings anywhere on the belly or the base anywhere. She also did larger horses, some of them much larger, that are quite rare. These little guys have come down in value, but a lot of the older, bigger stuff, in particular, the more fragile pieces, the pieces that weren't sold a lot, are still worth quite a bit of money. So if you can kind of develop that eye to look for them, FInch pieces are, in my opinion, always good to collect. They have that quality about them where she just has a personality to the piece. And some of the other pieces, from the very small to the little Afghan Angel, bigger to the cat, and some of the very large pieces, are still worth quite a bit of money. So be sure and keep your eyes out and see if you can find any interesting FInch pieces. Hope you enjoyed that. Keep looking, and we'll see what I come up with next time.